Hello my dear students, how are you? Welcome to Shikara Academy and we are back with our NCERT Economy series. Yes, NCERT are the favorites of UPSC and NCERTs give you the best examples and best data when it comes to preparation, be it for prelims, mains and interview. Because these are your reliable sources. Okay, NCERTs are your reliable sources and you should always try to, let me first change the color, and you should always try to cover the NCERTs first before going to the standard books, okay, and before starting your current affairs as well. So NCERTs will make your basics, and economy again is something we here at Shikara Academy we are trying to make you in a very pragmatic and in a very approachable way, okay, in a very non-static way, so that you can learn your static portion through NCERTs and then you can suffice that with the practical examples. Okay, the practicals examples in economy are very vital because you need to give examples when you're writing your mains answers and you need to understand the concepts of economy. Yes, if you understand the concepts of economy once, you will be able to correct almost all the questions which are coming in prelims. So this topic today which we are talking about is your consumer rights. Yes, this is your chapter 5 economic standard 10 NCERT economy, and this is your chapter which is really related to consumer rights, students. Okay, this is Raini Simon, your educator at Shikara IAS. I will be teaching you NCERT economy, current affairs. At Shikara IAS, I have a teaching experience of several years where I have taught in famous institution, offline, online, and also I have this experience of studying for UPSC and also mentorship. So let's get ahead. What are consumer rights? We are going to talk about consumer rights today. So what are consumer rights? Consumer right refers to consumer rights to safety, to be informed, to choose and to seek redressal concerning their products when they make a purchase. So whenever you are purchasing something, okay, what are your rights? Suppose you are purchasing an apple, okay, what are your rights? Your rights are the product apple which they are selling you, with the market is selling you, need to be correct. Yes, it's need to be correct. That is your consumer right. You can complain back if the product is not given good to you. For example, you order something from Swiggy, okay, you have ordered something from Swiggy Instamart, okay, and from there you are getting a lot of fruits, vegetables, packet products, and then you find some product like your grapes is not good, they are rotten. So in that case, students, what you are going to do, you are going to complain back and get your money back for that product because that product was not as they have promised you. The quality of the product was not as good as they have promised you. Fresh grapes they have promised, but they have not given it to you. So can you relate what are the consumer rights? Yes, every now and then in the market, whatever we are buying, we have our consumer rights and we have the right to go to the courts even if the seller is not abiding by the rules and regulations mentioned in the packet and the price with which they are charging the element, okay, the price with which they are charging the element. If they are not giving up that product, then again we have the rights to tell it and get our money back. Now the consumers in the market, okay, if we talk about the NCERT, so what the NCERT says, so they are both consumers and producers in the market, right? There are sellers who are sitting in the shops and selling you products. So there are sellers, right? Then you have consumers like you and me in the marketplace. So there are happening a lot of unfair trade practices like adulteration. See here you can see in the image that a lot of fruits and vegetables are these days injected by harmful chemicals. Be it your mangoes or your artificial fragrance are also sprayed on, artificial colors are also sprayed on fruits and vegetables and sometimes even injected. If we take the case of watermelons, okay, there are a lot of cases of injecting sugar, a lot of cases of injecting color to it. Then it comes to mango, carbide used to ripen the mango early, okay. Such kind of examples are telling you that there is adulteration happening, an invasion of responsibility, pressing of false information. Yes, many a times you will see that in the packets, okay, in the packets you will see that they have given you some information, but those informations are not correct. Yes, those information are not correct, and when you buy that product you will feel that the product is adulterated. These days you might have seen some videos in which you will see that how paneer is getting adulterated these days. Yes, and there is a chemical test. If you pour that chemical on the paneer, the color will change. In that sense, you will be able to know whether the paneer is adulterated or not. And there was a study, okay, there was a current affairs, there was a news coming that in India, paneer is something which is like highest adulterated currently. Now, Consumers International. Okay, in 1985, United Nations have started some guidelines to protect these consumers. So somebody has to come forward and protect the consumers, right? So there need to be some consumer rights, there need to be some protection which need to be done. So it was done by United Nations Guidelines of Consumer Protection in 1985, students. So if somebody will ask you that consumer rights worldwide, if we talk about, there is no strategy, there is no rules and regulations regarding consumer rights. That is false, because we already have it since 1985. United Nations Guidelines for Consumers Protection, and this is your umbrella body for 220 members. They all are together, and thus they are able to measure the adulteration, they are able to measure the problems the consumers are having, and thus need to cater to that. Now, consumer movements in India, we talk about. See, in India, it started from 1960s itself. Yes, 1960 was the time when we have seen the starting of consumer movements. Okay, before that, there was no legal system. Before 1960s, there were no legal system, and India was frustrated. The consumer market of India was frustrated that their grievance redressal, their practices, the unfair products which were sold to them were not catered to. Nobody was there to listen to that. So there were a lot of dissatisfaction among the consumers, and many unfair practices were going on. What kind of unfair practices? Let me give you an example. Suppose somebody is selling you one oil and they are saying this is 1 liter of oil. But in some cases it was found that although they have given that it is 1 liter of oil, they are not giving you 1 liter of oil. They are reducing the amount to certain cases. And in certain cases, the products like turmeric, products like ginger oil, products like long, okay, all these things are seen adulterated. Okay, pepper, these things are seen adulterated. So these kind of quality was again, which was India was not able to manage, and the domestic consumers were getting a lot of complaints. And thus in 1960 the government has taken step, and again in 1966, see, we have got this United Nations Convention, United Nations Guidelines for Consumer Protection in 1985. Then in India started in 1986. The awareness started in 1960s, but in 1986, students, India has started something called COPRA. This word is, you need to by heart this word, because again this is the static of from where the current movement, the consumer movement started in India. It started in 1965. First we have in 1985 UN guidelines, and now in India we have this COPRA, which is your Consumer Protection Act of 1986. So this Consumer Protection Act of 1986 was that famous that it has given a lot of rights to the consumers. Yes, a lot of rights to the consumers were given, and now we will see what rights were given and when it was implemented. So your COPRA, that is Consumer Protection Act of 1986, was implemented in your April 15th, 1987. So it came in power in 1987, though it was enacted in 1986, but came in power in 1987. To safeguard the interest and rights of consumer, quasi-judicial machinery is sought to set up in the district, state and central level. So these kind of small quasi-judicial bodies under this act, Consumer Protection Act of 1986, that is COPRA. Small quasi-judicial bodies were started opening in district level, state level and at central level as well. But this act has exempted Jammu and Kashmir, and Jammu and Kashmir could not have these kind of quasi-judicial bodies. Correct? Then we are seeing that in 2019, yes, this is important for you. In 2019, the Consumer Protection Act got changed, and now we have new Consumer Protection Act of 2019, and it got implemented in 2020. So now the new Consumer Protection Act, which started from 1986, now we have of 2019. Okay, 2019 Consumer Protection Act of 2019 now we have, which got implemented in 2020. So if we talk about the different rights given under consumer rights under COPRA, then we will discuss. They are called right to safety. What is right to safety, students? While using many goods and services, consumers have right to protect themselves from hazardous life-threatening and property. So some things which the sellers give to you, okay, in the market, they are hazardous to your life and your property. Such kind of elements, for example, somebody is selling you expired products. Somebody is selling you expired products at that time. That is a very hazardous substance to your body, right? So in that case, you have this right of safety, and then you can go to the consumer court. Here, the example which the book has taken is your pressure cooker should have a safety valve. If the pressure cooker does not have safety valve, then my dear students, the safety concerns are breached, and once the safety concerns are breached, your life is threatened. Now, before going forward, let's talk about our mentorship program at Shikara IAS Academy under our respected Deepika Reddy ma'am. And yes, you will be having this course. Please contact us in this given number below for free demo classes. We also have foundation course for group 1 and group 2 examination as well, and you can get free demo classes. So please contact us and grab the opportunity. Consumer rights के अंदर next right what we have got is right to be informed. What kind of information, students? What is there? What is the price of the product? Date of manufacturing, address of the manufacturing, where this product had been manufactured, made in India, made in China, made in Japan, made in US, batch number, the date of manufacturing, when it is manufactured and when it is getting expired. These all information you need to get in your packet when the product is being sold to you, and these are your things. And if you're not given the quality product, you can ask for compensation. So here you can see at restaurants also, people will be telling you, yes, the food which we are making is fresh. If you don't get fresh food at the restaurant, you can complain and you can return it and you can get your money back. Yes, in restaurants also, they are providing you service and they cannot feed you with wrong and adulterated and old stuff. Now another right under COPRA is the right to choose. Yes, I want to take product from this company. I want to take product from this company, not from that company. I want to take product which is fresh. Okay, so these kind of rights you will get under your right to choose. So any consumer who receives a service in whatever capacity, regardless of age, gender, nature of service, has the right to choose whether to continue to receive the service or not. Yes, you have to write the choose. Suppose you have taken a subscription of Netflix or the Prime or Z5. Then in that case, my dear students, you have the power to unsubscribe it. Yes, suppose you are using the subscription for 2 months. Okay, in case of Netflix, if you are using it for 2 months, there are something called auto subscription. Automatically, they are going to cut your money. Yet you can also get rid of that, and you can cancel your subscription when you don't want it. This is the perfect example of right to choose and when to stop the service from the market. Now comes your right to seek redressal. Yes, from where are you going to seek redressal? There are complaints. Suppose you are getting faulty items. Suppose you have ordered and you're getting faulty items, In that case, you have this right to unfair practice and exploitation. Okay, you have been treated with unfair practices and you have been exploited because the product which we have got, it is not value for money. It is not value for money. The money which you have poured into that product, you have not got the value for money. And in that case, your redressal will be done, your compensation will be done, and your grievance redressal will be done automatically without going to the courts. Now, right to represent. Consumer courts plays a very important role here, students. Consumer courts are something where suppose you are paying huge amount of money or even you are paying some service tax. Recently, we have seen in a lot of restaurants that the service tax is mandatory. Okay, the service which they are providing you is mandatory. But the government has said that service tax in restaurants are not mandatory and above a certain level you cannot charge service tax. But certain restaurants are doing such things, and many people are taking these restaurants to courts, and where they are taking them to consumer courts. Yes, you have this right to protect your identity, you have this right to protect your health and put charges on these products and on these companies because you have been ditched somewhere and you have been given false information, students. So in that case, even there will be people to represent individual consumers in the consumer court, and government is supporting all these consumer court forums for the consumers so that they are benefited. So you will also be getting some representative, and yourself also you can go and put the appeal. Okay, appeal you can put that so and so product was said that they are giving me these things, but they are not actually, and this is not worth of money, and thus I want to go for the Consumer Protection Act and I want to go for the consumer court. Now another right is your consumers education. What all things you need to know, students. When you buy a product, make well-informed decisions. Yes, protect themselves from unfair practices and safe product. The product also need to be safe, right? It should not be hazardous to your health. It should not be expired. Then seek resolution in case of grievances and protect themselves from misleading claims. There are claims. There are a lot of misleading claims that once you are getting this powder, you are getting 150 gram of protein. Suppose you are buying this product, you are getting 100 grams of protein. But actually, when you see it, you are not getting it. So when you are not getting exactly what they are saying on the packet, then you can go for your consumer court. And this is the education you must be aware, well informed, acquiring the knowledge that what are my rights. When I am a consumer, what are my rights, and can I go against the company? Can I go against the seller of this company? All these things you need to know. Okay. And you will be purchasing various goods and services, will be able to discriminate and make informed choices. You are the person who have to make informed choices, and for that you need to be well aware what are your consumer rights. Now, National Consumer Day, yes, when it is celebrated every year on 24th of December. So this time it is yet to become, but if we talk about 2024, it was celebrated, and in 2024 the theme was virtual hearing and digital access to consumer justice. Virtual hearings, yes, they are talking about the digital breakthrough when it comes to consumer rights. Yes, with the help of tech, with the help of digitization, we can help the redressal process, the grievance redressal process to be speed up. The grievance redressal process, if it start today, it can end today itself if we add technology and digital enhancement to that. That's what the process becomes also very transparent, accessible, and also faster if we include technology, digital technology to it. Now the PIB, in the PIB we have seen that on the 24th December 2024, the government, the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and your public distribution, they have said that they are going to final these things. What are these? 13 major e-commerce companies to sign safety pledge to ensure consumer safety. 13 major e-commerce companies. What are your e-commerce companies? Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, all these are your e-commerce companies, and they have signed a pledge that they are going to give you consumer safety products. Then we have started Jago Grahak, Jago app, Jagriti dashboards. These all things have started. Then e-map portal for all services, legal metrology services, and AI-enabled National Consumers Helpline 2.0, and also BIS to move towards smart standard from 2025. We will be studying this in detail. So what is Jago Grahak Jago app? You might have seen a lot of advertisement, right, students? There they are saying that Jago Grahak, you know your rights. What are your rights? People cannot fool you. Okay, and here the Jago Grahak Jago app, what they are saying, they are talking about the fake URLs. Okay, the URL links which they give you on your phone, and then you click it and then you get scammed. So these URL links, while you're doing online shopping, be it your Facebook, be it your Instagram, okay, be it your WhatsApp, many a time people will give you fake URLs and your payment is done. In those cases, your product will not be delivered. Okay, the product will not be delivered, but your money will be deducted. And once again, when you go to the channel, you will see that no such product is there in the channel. It's just the fake URLs. So in that case also, Jago Grahak Jago will be giving you very much awareness, will be giving you prior awareness related to that. Then is your Jagriti app and Jagriti dashboard. What they are giving? They are giving e-Jagriti, that is justice and grievance redressals for consumers using IT innovation. Yes, when you are using IT innovation, when you are paying online, when you are buying stuff online, then in that case, you need to report these URLs to Jagriti app. Report these websites. Go to the www.ejagriti.gov.in and you can report these URLs that so and so URL has scammed me. They have taken the money from me, but they have not given the product, or they have not given the quality product, students. Okay, and then they can also try to snatch you towards the dark pattern. What are the dark patterns? Suppose sometimes you buy something and all the clauses are not written at that time. But after you bought it, you will get to know that, oh my god, there is automatic subscription, there are hidden charges also. So these hidden charges, automatic subscription, you were not paying for that, right? But this is automatically happening. This is automatically attracting you to the dark pattern. This is the dark pattern of consumerism, where there will be hidden charges, there will be hidden clauses which you will not know, but you will be charged with that. So you can go to the Jagriti app and you can mention those links and URLs. Now we are talking about BIS to move towards smart standards by 2025. What are these smart standards? So Bureau of Indian Standard is set to start the smart standards, and this shifts aim to improve quality, safety and sustainability of goods and services by implementing and promoting modernized digital enabled approach to standardization. Okay, you will be getting OTP. Okay, you will be getting OTP for machinery and electrical equipment safety. So before you're buying something, okay, you will be getting certain OTPs that yes, you are buying this. And once you are approved with the OTP, then only those machineries and electrical equipments will be starting, and will be starting from August 28, 2025. Still it has not started, but it is going to start soon. What is that? Smart standards in 2025 by Bharat Bureau of Indian Standards. Yes, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standard, is going to start this initiative. Now, what are the different quality marks? Let's decide. See, we know about FSI, we know ISI mark, B star, okay, BIS, egg marks. But where there are you students, these are the quality check marks, right? These are the certification to ensure quality of your product. Whether your product, if you are buying a packet of biscuit, if you are buying chocolates, okay, whether those chocolates are of good quality or not, they are certifying you, whether it is your LPG cylinder, food color, additives, cements, package, drinking water, for everything you have these kind of standards. Now we will be seeing that there are different kind of certification, non-statutory marks, recycling symbols and other marks. See, FPO we have ISI, we have all these FSI, we have silk mark, okay, this is non-vegetarian mark, all these things are there. Now let's discuss some of the ISI marks. Okay, what are some of the ISI marks? In which products do we get ISI marks? We get it on electrical appliances, LPG cylinders, then helmets, cement, steel production. All these sector you are going to get this ISI mark, student. You have understood? You will be getting on electrical appliances, LPG cylinders, helmets, cements, steel products, and rest of the products also. These are the few examples we have taken. See, your cookers, prestige cookers, they will be having this ISI mark. Like India's first and only stainless steel pressure cooker with ISI mark was Prestige. This is something that they have claimed. And yes, they have maintained the standard in the Indian market as well. This is how they maintain the standard. They get this checked, they get it verified by the ISI, and thus they are able to maintain the quality. Now, egg mark, where do we get egg mark, AG mark? Where do we get it? We get in edible oils, in spices, honey, pulses, cereals. In all these things we get egg marks. Yes, all the eatery, these kind of eatery things like your edible oil, your spices, your honey, pulses, cereals, in all these things you are getting your egg mark. Okay, these are the products. See, milk products, pulses, wheat products, gram flour, rice, vegetable oil, seeds, honey, tapioca. All these things are the products which you are getting your egg mark. Okay, so why I am putting more and more stress on giving you more and more examples? Because once you see these examples, these will imprint in your brain, and again if you see this slide of me, or even if in your phone if you see this presentation, you can remember a lot of things related to economy. And this is our target at Shikara IS Academy, not making your academics boring, but suffice it with a lot of examples, a lot of images, so that you can grasp those images and you create a pictographic memory while studying. Okay. Now BIS hallmark, if we talk about, okay, this we are getting on mailry, your jewelries, gold products, silver, gold coins, silver bars, gold ornaments. So BIS hallmark, Bureau of Indian Standard hallmarks, generally we are getting on gold products. Okay, the jewelry is what we are buying. Understood? Where we are getting BIS? We are getting BIS mainly on silver, gold, jewelry products, what we are buying. So if we see this jewelry, you will be able to know that this is the BIS logo. Yeah, this is the BIS logo. The purity of gold here they are talking about, unique hallmark number. Here also you can see a lot of things. See, when it comes to UPSC prelims is very practical. Okay, whatever you see in every now and then in your life will be asked. So here they can ask you, when you go and buy a bangle and you need to have a BIS hallmark, what are the informations they are giving? They are giving the BIS logo, purity of the gold they are mentioning, then jewelry's identification mark they are giving, years of hallmarking they are giving. All these information they are giving when they are marking the jewelry with BIS hallmark. Okay, students, I hope this topic was clear. Consumer rights, what are the rights of the consumer? It started in 1885, and then 1886 India also started with COPRA, and what are the rights given to us under COPRA? And again in 2019 we have got this Consumer Right Act, which was amended, and again in 2019 we got it, and in 2020 it got implemented. That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the topic. Please subscribe to our channel and never miss any update.